Athletes, I just want to speak a little bit about sleep. Okay, so sleep for me is probably one of the most underutilized performance enhancement tools that athletes can use. It's something that a lot of us neglect when actually there's huge implications that this can have on us. So, from a physical perspective, poor sleep can lead to reduced speed, reduced endurance, reduced ability to manage pain thresholds. So, when we're pushing ourselves to our limit, we tend to stop a lot sooner. It can increase our injury proneness. So because we don't make smart decisions and we're possibly a little bit clumsy, it can lead to potential injury. From a psychological side, we've got our decision making, our ability to concentrate and focus. It can have an impact on our mood. So sleep is such an important side that not only just from a recovery perspective, recovering after tough sessions, but the whole package that sleep can actually have on us. So, an important thing to make sure we're doing is making sure that we're getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night. So, it can vary depending on your age from between 8 and 11 hours of what needed. So, those in early teens may need more than those who are kind of late teenagers. And it's really, really important for you to focus on making sure you get enough that when you're waking up, you're feeling refreshed. Okay, so a couple of tips that can help with your sleep and your sleep quality is a sleep routine before you go to bed. We are creatures of habit, so being consistent with what we do, that can be a nice warm shower. A very useful one can be trying to get used to not using technology before we go to bed, because the lights can actually make us feel more alert and more awake and more switched on. So reading a book and have some nice chilled out time, so no tech for about an hour before, can be a fantastic thing. And when you're trying to get more sleep, a really useful tip is the 15-minute rule. So if we're used to going to bed at, say, 11 o'clock and we need to get, say, an extra hour or two night of sleep, if we do go to bed that early, we can often find ourselves lying in bed wide awake. A very useful thing is if you go to bed at 11, for the next couple of nights, go to bed at 10:45, okay? And then as you go on, 10:30, and start working back that way. Okay, cheers.